your styling needs, we choose Sarah Styles Collective. I'm here with Sarah Skillroot, who's going to walk us through trends for 2026.
Okay, the biggest accessories trend right now that I'm seeing everywhere are scarves.
Okay.
And I'm talking everything from a regular old bandana.
Giddy up.
Okay, giddy up, pull it out, wear it with your most sophisticated things. This is what I'm seeing. But I also thought we'd do a little bit of a classy, right?
Yeah.
So go ahead and put it on with your oversized denim. Put it on with absolutely any coat that you have. Leather, fur, and here's what I love. This is why we chose to do this. Miss Rebecca pulled this one out of the archives.
Yeah,
right?
This is old school Lauren.
So I know you all have these scarves laying around.
I hope you didn't get rid of them.
Don't. Absolutely not. So
I don't know if I can get on board
We can do
with
it. Yep,
this.
you can't.
I don't know.
That's okay.
That's
all right.
know.
Again,
Can
you don't have to try every trend.
Can I
We're
tell
just here to share.
Here's what I know I could do. This.
I actually had a conversation with a hockey dad the other day that I said, I'm not here to argue with you. I'm just providing information. Yes, you can get on board with this for sure.
Look at how cute.
Put it over your bag, right? Charms, scarves on your bag. That's a huge trend. But I'm also seeing just these darling little prints, darling little pops of color right around the neckline. Like you just jazz it up a little bit. She could have a sophisticated blazer on with this. Do it around the waist if you feel like you want to dip the toe on that trend.
Is that jazz? Is that
Absolutely.
the jazziest way?
Oh, look at you. Yes.
How do I do it like that? Like to the side, right? That would be kind of fun.
Oh,
yes.
This is what my mom did in the 80s.
Gorgeous.
Isn't that fabulous?
Yeah.
So bring back all these looks, bust out your scarves and have fun with them. And of course, if you're going anywhere warm this spring, do it around your head with the big sunglasses.
Love it. SarahStylesCollective.com.
Dun 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 dun. Becky made me wear this hat today, even though I just got a fresh blowout. Just so everybody knows,
You guys.
I came directly from the hairdresser, had cute hair, and old Becky with the good hair over here said, "Not today.
Not today,
Put
you don't."
this hat on so I can take away your blowout."
Not since the year of our Lord 1980 has the men's United States of America ice hockey team won the gold.
Yes.
It's so huge. Guys, were you up at the crack of dawn?
Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
And all the hockey families out there
It was
and everybody
so
who has one of these hockey jerseys.
Epic. So epic, you guys. What a great, actually not a great game, but what a couple of great plays.
Well, I will tell you this. The women's hockey team won.
Let's go, girls.
Obviously, Alyssa Liu that we talked about won.
Lou.
And then the men, for the first time since 1980, do I have that right?
Breezy Point or whatever her
Yes.
name is. Oh, I love
Oh, yeah.
it.
And Breezy, not Breezy Point, but Breezy. If your name's
Johnson.
Breezy, you don't need a last name because everyone's going to know it's you. There's only one Breezy.
I love a single
and
name.
She won. But hats off to the Olympics.
What a great, this is the one thing we have in common. Right?
It brings everybody together.
Yes.
Everybody. I think it was the announcer from NBC said something really great after the men's hockey
Mike
team
Tirico.
won.
What a beautiful
where it's
job
like,
he
I
did.
know we're so divided and I know there's so many things that people are disagreeing on, but sports do bring people together, whether you want to admit that or not. It really is the community that cheers together no matter what your belief system.
Even non-sports people.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like when you saw all like Tom Reed's downtown, St. Paul,
Okay.
was open. You know, it was 8:00. The game for us was at 8 in the morning.
Yes. So as a reminder, welcome into So Happy You're Here podcast. I'm Erin. This is Becky. We are
Real
based
excited.
in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And so we are a big hockey hub amongst other things. So it was Sunday morning where we live where you had to be up at 7 a.m. to start watching the game.
Yeah.
And so very famous hockey bars such as Tom Reed's in downtown St. Paul, Minnesota, Bunny's in St. Louis Park, Minnesota, they all opened at 7 a.m. and it was crowded as though it was a primetime NFL football game.
Well, and let us not forget, and this is not to make it too hyper local, we have not had a national championship or a championship in this state since the 90s.
Right.
In any of our sports. So
Right.
even though this isn't our win, it is. It is our win.
And so many hockey ties
One of the
to
Hughes
Minnesota.
boys.
Yes. The Hughes are their three brothers.
So Jack plays for North Carolina, the Hughes boy that we have who looks like Booger from Revenge of the Nerds,
Okay.
but we love him.
He plays for the Minnesota Wild,
That's
which
right.
is our hockey team.
And then who does the youngest boy?
I wouldn't,
Quinn?
we're a basketball and football family.
That's
so
my
I
fault.
have to look to you for hockey.
What I'm gonna
Becky
tell
told
you-
me to wear red, white, and blue.
Come on.
And this is what I had. So Becky's the hockey. Yeah.
Actually, it's one of my kids' jerseys, so I had to wash it quick this morning. But any hockey mom knows that didn't even put a dent in it.
No, if you've smelt a hockey glove, you can wear any jersey. It doesn't even have to be washed for decades.
It was so great.
Nothing compares to that hockey glove.
And I was telling Aaron, my favorite part is my child, or one of my kids, was a goalie, and Hellebuck, hella good. I mean, if you guys haven't seen it, go back and look at his save.
Is Hellebuck the goalie?
Our goalie.
Okay, and did he do that save where he reached around with his stick?
Well, I love a nice windmill, but this was like, I'm not even kidding you, like a crazy magic bullet angle that should not have been saved. You guys, it was a great save. And then Jacques Hughes, he gets hit with a high stick, knocks out two of his tufas, doesn't put a dent in him. He just keeps going and then gets the game winner.
Now, we were talking about that in our household because the only thing that differentiates Becky's household versus my household is a 10-year difference.
Yes.
In husband, wife, marriage, and kids.
That's right.
Okay. And then they were heavy hockey and we are heavy basketball and football.
Yeah.
And we were talking about that though, because we're like, gosh, hockey players, they're tough.
Tough as nails.
They're tough. Now, I know a lot of people who watch that hockey movie. What was it called?
Oh, Heated Rivalry. You're getting a different version of
a
hockey.
lot of people were waiting for a few of these players to make out at the end.
Can you imagine?
If you were one of them, I understand why, because a lot of people just came to hockey through Heated Rivalry.
Listen, we'll mark it however we have to mark.
Imagine their disappointment. Here comes a big televised global hockey game, and they're waiting for the hot players at the end to make out. And they don't get any of it. So there are some people out there disappointed and sad.
I'm so sorry,
okay?
guys. Yeah.
So just so you know, Heated Rivalry isn't common that we know of in the NHL experience. But if you were disappointed that there wasn't any making out, same. But I also did think it was amazing that the men's hockey team said it was really cool that the women's hockey team got together with the women's figure skaters and did a big thing together to celebrate, the female side of things. And then the men's hockey team, when they took their gold medal picture, they did bring the children out of the player who had passed away.
Yeah, Johnny Gaudreau.
He was hit by a drunk driver. Mm-hmm. His wife was pregnant at the time. He has 2 little girls, and they brought the girls out with his jersey. And I am telling you,
it was unreal.
I was bawling during that. And that's another thing. No matter what you believe, you see that, and that brings people together.
That's it. I mean, that's just goodness. That's just goodness and light. Oh, it was so fun, you guys.
The overall Olympics, I think, were so great.
Everything.
There was so many wonderful stories.
And way to go, Norway. Apparently, we need to.
41. It is the Winter Olympics, so.
And some of the events.
The double
can
luge.
You shoot a gun while you ski? Like, there's one where you are running with little slicks on your skis
up the hill,
then down the stairs. Come on.
No,
did you even know that was an event?
You have to live in Norway to be able to do that.
Thank you.
That was a conversation we had this past weekend with, so we were at a basketball tournament during the hockey game, and we were talking with some other parents. And one of the things we were talking about is like, okay, the double luge where one man lays down and the other man just lays right on top of him. Heated rivalry. Come on, wrong sport. We're like, so how do you get into that sport? Like, where in the world? Because we live in Minnesota and it is snowy here. 6 months out of the year. There's skiing and hockey and snowmobiling. I've never seen a luge, much less a double luge.
As a euphemism.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen it at a party, but not at a sport event. Where does that sport originate and how do you get into it?
Where's the youth sports version of double luge?
Do you have to be involved in it since you were 3, like the hockey players Becky raised? Or at 32, do you get to be like, you know what, today I'd like to win an Olympic medal. I'm going to lay on my buddy and race down this hill.
Yeah, and this is not like cool run-ins. This is not like bobsled.
No, it's truly two men. I'm sure there's strategy.
Have you seen
the
videos of how fast
they go
going?
like 90 miles an hour.
Oh, no.
I know. And
no, ma'am.
Anyway, we had a good giggle over how do you get involved in that? And mad respect for all of you. Congrats to all of you who do it. Hats off to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't mean to sound like my mother, but Norway should have the most medals. You're the one with the most snow. Probably. I've never been there.
Finland,
I guess I actually don't know their
Norway.
climate, but I'm just assuming. I'm just making assumptions.
I just typed in, I was so mad at our snow. I typed in, I want to do, this is literally what I typed into ChatGPT. Acting as a travel agent, please help me with a cruise where I will not get seasick. that has the most ports of call.
Got it.
Because I thought that would be kind of fun.
Okay, and you're doing that because you're mad that we still have snow in February in Minnesota.
I want to get the heck out
Can
of
you
here.
name a February in Minnesota when we didn't have snow, please?
I know. This is like the same woman that doesn't remember that Christmas is always on the 25th.
That's right.
And it always
That's
catches
right.
me by surprise.
Well, my husband is always like, God, it's so snowy. And I'm like, but it's February in Minnesota. So like, I'm just not sure what were you thinking would happen.
I know. And actually, I would rather have snow than no snow. I'd rather
it's going to
have
be this cold. It's always been this cold.
Yeah.
But we haven't always had this much snow. But I highly recommend. I got to go on a cruise around the Hawaiian Islands, pre-children.
Yes.
And I'm afraid of water. I'm afraid of cruising, and I get seasickness. But when you're new into a family and they're like, we're going on a Hawaiian cruise, I'm like, yeah, great. I've always waited for that.
You can't say no.
You can't say no. But I will tell you, we saw land the entire time.
Yeah. That's what
And then we
that's
just
what I
got to
want.
stop off at all the islands.
A little putter, a slow
yeah,
putter.
it was a great way to see. So
Well, it wants me to go on a Viking river cruise, and I'm like, okay.
Oh, river cruises are supposed to be great.
Well, that's it. You can do a river cruise. You can also do low. If you're that close to land that you stop every day, you're not out in the sea.
okay.
So that'll be great.
Okay.
That'll be
so are you going to do it?
I don't know. We'll see.
You do have to let me know because we're in business together.
One was a Ritz yacht experience.
Like just you and Phil?
But it starts at like $20,000 per person. You know what I'm saying? And then I said,
You guys, if you wouldn't mind using those coupon codes of ours, that'd be really helpful.
oh, I did find out if you click the bell on YouTube, that's the notification announcement. Some people missed our live on Saturday. So yes, you subscribe, but there's also a little bell.
And that will give you a heads
That's
up
the
that
notification.
we're going live.
Yes.
You don't want to miss those lives. They're completely unhinged. And I have decided since last Saturday, I need to start doing my hair on Saturday mornings.
Were you not? This is so cute. Look at great hair.
Well, I just got a blowout because I had my hair. I was so lucky. I didn't have to color my hair for so many years of my life because it's just always been this color.
Right.
But I've been getting grays. And so I had a little trim and a hair color. So she blew it
How
out.
often do you go for your roots?
Well, we were at like 12 to 16 weeks minimum, but now we're up to 8 to 10.
I'm looking at my friends who are doing theirs every 2 weeks, like me.
I'm 10 years behind you, so
Well,
give me
that's
10
true.
years,
That's
okay?
true.
And the wrinkles on my face are 10 years ahead of you. The fan I gave you just fell.
Fucking
We're
hot
still
flashes.
working on this, but
We're gonna junk it up real good.
Becky finally brought in some of her things.
Yeah, I brought Ric Flair.
Ric Flair, our ode to my favorite W. Now this isn't Becky's. This is her children's.
No, it's mine.
Oh, it is?
They gave it to me.
Oh, thank you. I was really into the WWF, if you didn't know that. She brought in a book of things I can't say out loud. And if you don't think that's full of stuff.
We may read from that.
Oh, drunk. And then I also gave her the effing hot flashes because she sits in here and sweats. Poor thing.
In a sweatshirt, no less, and a hockey jersey.
My poor
today.
thing.
Wow.
Normally she's in her skivvies.
Hold on.
And I'm in a full sweater. The reason I've got this blanket here is because I'm usually trying to keep it so cold for my warm little lady over here. So anyway, we added to that. So hats off to the Olympians of every country.
Yes.
Thank you so much to Team USA for representing
What
us so
joy you
well.
brought us this
and
last-
even for those of you who didn't medal or didn't get a gold, like it's still, I'm so proud watching them.
I was on my rebounder for 15 minutes today, and I thought I was going to fall over dead. So listen, world-class
So
athletes.
you're a worker outer now?
Well, here's what it
in
really
the
is. Can I
world?
just tell you something just between us girls?
Yeah.
If you ever jump and that's a ill-advised action
Yeah.
because of the consequences,
Yeah.
if you do this little jumpy, like little trampoline,
Yeah.
it helps.
Your pelvic floor or your boobies?
I think it helps your pelvic floor. It's
Okay.
getting better.
Okay, so what you're trying to say is you're doing it so you don't wet your pants
So I
so
don't keep
often?
my pants. That's
Okay.
exactly right. But I think it has side
She
benefits.
needs to keep
too.
that so fresh and so clean for the suitors.
Well, between Lumi and the rebounder, I think we're in great shape.
Lumi, if you don't start sponsoring us soon, you're really missing out. As a former marketer, come on. We got
This
full,
stuff writes itself.
like gorgeous hot zones just waiting to be lumified. And it's your miss, not ours.
That's
okay,
right.
just
That's
so
right.
you know. Okay, we actually have a lot to talk about today. We don't have a guest.
It's a busy day.
It's just Becky and I and all of you, and we're so happy to have you here.
And a list of 75 things.
While I was in the hair this morning, usually we have 2 or 3 things we want to make sure we talk about, see where the conversation goes. I'm like, Rebecca, get ready. So here comes Fast and Furious.
V busy.
Has everybody been keeping up with Punch the Monkey?
Wait, what? I don't even know this.
You don't know Punch the Monkey?
What's Punch the Monkey?
Rebecca.
What?
Don't get involved.
Oh, no.
Literally there was a meme that says, I have a full-time job. I can't be worried about Punch. Now, first of all, just to be an incredibly immature 7th grade boy, which I've been raising for the past 18 years. I thought punch the monkey was like a ill-advised term that kids used. No?
Punch the monkey? I don't even know this expression.
Okay, then don't even ask about it.
There's a song called Shock the Monkey, a Peter Gabriel
don't
song.
even know. Okay, so let's not go there. Like, let's cut that out.
Is this a self-love expression?
Yes.
Okay.
And I don't know why. I haven't even asked anybody. This is the first time I've said it out loud because we're in our safe space, but I can't bring it up to the boys.
Remember when she was embarrassed about what she Googled?
Where's
Did you
turkey?
Google?
No, I didn't Google this. Okay, but Punch is the name of this cute little monkey. I think it's an orangutan. Please don't be mad if I'm wrong on the exact species of monkey.
Okay.
And of course, this is headlines and hearsay, but I can only take my heart can only take so much. So this is all the research I could do. So apparently this sweet little monkey was born to his mother. And for whatever reason, the mother rejected him. I don't know if she died during childbirth or if she had too many babies to take care of or if they got lost. So Punch
Where is this happening in the world?
A different country than the US.
Yep.
I think.
Not Turkey.
So not Turkey. So this monkey is now an orphan and ends up in a zoo.
Oh,
okay. And
damn it.
Because the mother passed away, they literally bought this large orangutan stuffed animal from IKEA for little Punch to cuddle with.
Buddy.
Because Punch didn't have a mom anymore. And Punch moved to some sort of habitation. Is it habitat?
Habitat, yeah.
I think it's a zoo. I'm pretty sure it's a zoo. It could be a wildlife conservation area or something, but they're being monitored by humans.
I don't want any Joe Exotic business here.
No.
Okay.
So they're already different monkeys in this habitat.
Okay.
And Punch comes running in.
Aw.
And these monkeys are bullying Punch.
No.
They're pushing him. They're chasing him away. Punch isn't allowed to be with them. So Punch is running around the habitat looking for his stuffed orangutan.
Where's his buddy?
Just his orangutan.
Yeah.
He just cuddles with his orangutan and like lays on his orangutan. And it looks like he's crying. I can't tell. But like he'll go and like hide with his stuffed animal and like pull his stuff. So it's just him and his stuffed animal.
Who are these monsters?
Days, like the world, I was literally like, how do I get to him and adopt him? And I'm afraid of every animal except a dog, a domesticated dog.
What do we do?
Well, great news in the past 2 days. And by the way, we record this Monday afternoon. It comes to you super late Tuesday, early Wednesday. So there might be even more good
Breaking
news to share.
I hope so.
But in this past weekend, he has now been hugged by the other alive monkeys.
Did it just take a time for them to?
And they were picking the insects off his back or the mites off his back.
Sign of love.
Sign of love.
Yes.
So it sounds as though he has now been welcomed in as a family or community member.
Thank God.
But you guys, if you don't want your heart to break, do not go look at those original videos of Punch and his stuffed orangutan from IKEA. You'll die. It is. Every person on earth, my boys were like, wow, we got to find him. Can we have a pet monkey? I'm like, yes, we can. If you find Punch, adopt him. He can live in our house.
And the take home message is tell your little kids, if there's a new kid in school, you go be kind to that kid.
That's right.
Do you know Jenny Mudge's mom, who was my mom's friend, found out I was going to be the new kid in school. And she said, you're going to be friends with that girl. And Jenny said, what if I don't like her? And she's like, I don't give a. You can go be nice to her.
Way to go, Jenny
We were
Mudge's
very best
mom.
friends. It was fine.
And what grade was that in?
4th grade.
I didn't know you were a new kid in 4th grade.
I was a new kid.
No wonder you got so much chutzpah.
I went from St. Anne's to St. Bridget's.
Oh, and those saints, they'll get you. You gotta watch out. Okay, so
be kind to the new kid.
Yes.
Gosh, Punch.
We also have to talk about the Caroline and JFK Jr. love story.
I need to know about the fashion.
What do you mean?
Because I've seen some of the images.
Okay.
And Carolyn Bissette's fashion was impeccable.
Uh-huh.
And I just don't feel like they got the spirit of it. They got the yes, she had a simple black sweater and a little khaki pant. But they didn't get the coolness of her vibe.
Well, I think it's really hard to replicate that.
Maybe
We've
that's
always talked about authenticity.
Yes.
And it's very hard to replicate it. Now, there are some conspiracy theories, and Becky and I are down the deepest holes of conspiracies right now. But one of the conspiracy theories about Carolyn Bessette Kennedy's dressing is there are some people that believed she was much more eclectic than what we saw. And the reason being twofold. One, she did work at Calvin Klein and was their lead PR strategist.
And they're very minimalist, clean.
Well, and in the 90s, the word on the street is that Calvin Klein had a dress code for headquarters. And it was no logos. It was very tailored classic basics, no nail polish, no big hair. And so when we came to know who Carolyn Bessette Kennedy was, she was following that
so she's in a uniform, basically.
Well, just the guidelines of
something in my eye. I'm so sorry.
And then the second fold of the theory behind her dressing is that by the time most of America and the world knew who she was, she hated the spotlight so much that she purposely didn't dress down, because she did have impeccable taste and wore really, really high-end designers, but she dressed subdued to not draw attention to herself.
So she's just trying to disappear.
That's just a philosophy.
Interesting.
Regardless of how you look at it, whether she was more eclectic or not, she had impeccable taste.
I loved her.
She had impeccable taste, and I think it's hard to completely encapsulate the authenticity that was Carolyn Bessette, because I think she really was true to herself. So, but I am, as I watch the series, a few things. Okay, online, a lot of people are like, let's bring back like longing for a lover. Like there's so much like tension between the two of them.
And
I'm
Wuthering
like,
Heights right now.
I'm like,
nothing's better
how
than that.
about longing for the 90s? Like I long for you watch some of these scenes where, without a cell phone, they're meeting up at a restaurant.
Yes.
And I am not promoting smoking by any means, but more of like this carefree, like somebody would light up a cigarette in a restaurant.
Yeah.
And then they'd have like a bottle of wine at lunch and then somehow still got their work done. And it didn't feel like this rat race to like, remember in the 90s, there wasn't, and listen, I love Pilates, I love yoga, I love to run, but there wasn't a gym on every corner. There wasn't a Pilates studio, a yoga studio, hot sweat
We
studio.
were doing Taibo. We were doing videos,
You were
VHS
putting on
tapes.
you're doing Billy
Jane
Blanks
Fonda,
in
yes.
the living room and or walking to work.
You know what the best one was? Cindy Crawford's.
Oh,
Boy, she had a great workout
She has
tape.
aged well. But a lot of people want to bring back the longing of like the lustfulness for each other. I want to bring back I long for the 90s.
Do you want it just to slow the heck down a little bit? You just want it to be a cooler vibe?
It was also so cool.
Yeah.
Like just, there was more mystery. People were just so cool. So I miss that. And then I do realize now that I think they had a very toxic relationship.
You do? Mm-hmm. Was it combative?
I think so.
I didn't know that.
Well, I didn't know it either.
Or she challenged him.
Well, I think two things. I think we put JFK Jr. up on a pedestal for obvious reasons. Vava, boom, give me a hug. But he clearly lived in a different reality than the rest of the world.
Right.
But that's not his fault. So I definitely think he was, I hate to use the word immature, but he definitely, I don't think that he necessarily, maybe he didn't even understand the power he had.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
I get this.
I'm surprised I didn't know him.
Because didn't he take the bar like 75 times?
He never passed.
Oh, he didn't. I didn't know that.
And I'm not trying to say he's dumb either, but like, I don't know that he necessarily really knew how to woo a woman and like knew how, and then
He didn't have to work hard.
definitely, you could tell, like to play games.
Interesting.
Just that's how Ryan Murphy is depicting it.
And is this based on a book?
I don't know. I think it's based on paparazzi photos.
And headlines and hearsay.
And let us remind everybody, this is all headlines and hearsay and from movies we've seen.
And at the time, there was nothing more romantic than their love affair.
well, I mean,
People
I
magazine.
think they were like the closest we had to a royal family.
It was. No, it
Don't you
absolutely was.
think?
Well, the one we have is such a disappointment.
I have something on that too. But
you
anyway,
do?
if you're not watching the love story, it is just kind of like old school
Nostalgia.
almost like the soap operas that we love.
Yes.
Like you're just watching two beautiful people fall in love.
And the soundtrack I've heard is great.
the soundtrack is phenomenal.
So for
It's
the
like
fashion, the soundtrack, the nostalgia.
yeah, and just the 90s.
So
I
great.
just miss the 90s.
It was the 90s.
And I think we talked about this too. Like my oldest son was like, God, was the 90s that cool? And I'm like, it actually was, now that I look back on it. I could go without the grunge attire. I didn't like grunge attire. I
right.
participated in it for a minute and then was like, ew, I don't like that as much.
That wasn't for us. The music was, but not the actual look.
Some people looked, like Kurt Cobain looked amazing in grunge attire, obviously.
But we would just do like, tights and a flannel around your waist. You would do
Speak for yourself.
parts of it.
I had a full overall with like a Doc Martin. Now just imagine that.
Yeah, but that was like Aaliyah. Do you remember that? Was that around that time?
I think you're a little
sexy. Am I later?
Okay, I wasn't the sexy version. Imagine the girl just got out of rural Wisconsin and was like, hey, now I'm hip.
There was still some hay in
Yeah.
there.
Now, speaking of royal families,
Oh dear.
Becky and I reserve the right to flip on a dime.
At any moment.
We reserve, because
we are invoking the dime flip, maybe currently.
I will flip so quick because everything that we have to say is just for a giggle and a laugh and a good time.
Yeah.
We've done no research, but I might be flipping on Meghan Markle.
Wait,
And this would be my third flip.
We just made we loved her originally. Loved. It's the princess. It's the American princess. What's not to love?
Yeah.
Then,
Okay.
well, I mean, her claims, of course, who could fault them, right? That's a scary experience. But then the more we thought about it, it was like, is this going the way you thought it was going to go?
Well, you were a little ahead of me because you started to back out on your love of Meghan when she was exiting England. I still stood by her and I fought for her against Becky. I went up against USA here and was like, no, this is too bad for her. Where I flipped on her was the jam. When the jam came out, I thought, you know what, Meghan, enough's enough. All right.
Well, because she's trying to do a lifestyle brand. She wants to be goop.
And the jam represented to me a podcast and a reality show and wine. And, so then I was like, I think you're doing this for your own. Now
you're back.
I'm back. I am not yet fully on her side, but I want to pass something by all of you and see what you think.
All right, let me see.
Okay. And it does get into some of the dark stuff that's happening right now.
Oh dear.
But right around when she was ready to I got to get out of here was also when I think the broader public was learning more about Prince Andrew's affiliation. I don't even think I can call him Prince Andrew anymore. Andrew,
the artist formerly known, Mountbatten.
Mountbatten.
Yeah.
When we started learning about his affiliation with all the disgusting things happening around Epstein. What if Meghan was like, okay, fine. What if she even manipulated it, hook, line, and sinker? She wanted to get in with Harry. She got in with him. And in her mind, she was like, yeah, I'm going to be the American princess. We're going to have so much fun being prince and princess. And what if once she was actually accepted in, punch the monkeyed in to the royal family, what if she started discovering really dark, terrible things?
So do you think she rescued him?
Well, let me finish. What if she found it and was like, we got to get the fuck out of here.
Oh,
sorry about the F word. We got to get out of here. This is too dark.
They killed your mom.
What if she's so afraid of the darkness that she uncovered that she's like, I'll just pretend it was
I'll take
racism. I'll pretend it was paparazzi. But
we just got to go.
Whatever it is, it doesn't matter what people think of me. I got to get out of here. Do you think?
Oh, I kind of love this.
I'm not saying it's true. I'm not saying I have any proof.
But he knows. He knows how. I mean, I think he knows the truth.
Or what if he didn't?
Because what do they call it? The firm.
Yeah, but what if he was also kind of kept in the dark? And then as they got older together, now they're a working couple together.
Yeah.
Now, what if she starts saying, it seems, and I don't mean to put Prince Harry down, that maybe she might be a little bit sharper than Prince Harry. What do you think, Bex?
Boy, I love this. I love this idea of that's fine. I'll take the hit. I'll be the bad guy, but we got to go. Because then what it does is it really solidifies their relationship, that they are super in love and that's what matters. Their family is what matters.
Yeah.
And we have to go be happy.
Yeah, what if she uncovered a few secrets?
This I love.
What if she started hearing, and maybe Prince Harry never knew, but then because of the artist formerly known as Prince Andrew's affiliations, they had to start recognizing a few things or had to come clean on a few things. And then they were both like, oh, we got to get out of here. It doesn't matter.
This is darker than we
thought. So, you know what we'll do? We'll write a book. We'll do a podcast. We'll do whatever we can, but we cannot be with them.
Well, and I thought she was kind of a grifter for all those things. Mm-hmm. But honestly, if they're cut off, she has to make a couple bucks.
Right. I guess.
Well, and by the way, the Andrew stuff, they just arrested him.
Oh, they did?
Because I think they released him, but he was a trade representative of the UK and he was traveling abroad. He was traveling in Asia and told Epstein secrets. Like government secrets. So he is in trouble. Here's my question for you.
You already know how I think right now.
What if he gets busted for something else? Does it still hold? Is justice served even though he's not serving it for the right reasons?
Congratulations, Becky. You're officially a part of my brain.
I'm wondering though, because does that still count? Does that make you feel like justice is sort of being, even though it's for the wrong reason?
No, I'm getting ticked off right now.
Because of Virginia Giuffre.
Well, and countless thousands, hundreds of millions of other victims.
Is Ghislaine writing her own book? Because I understand she's already in jail.
She's not in jail, Becky.
You don't even think she's...
Now we're a full-blown conspiracy.
Those pictures, that's not the same nose. Listen, those noses are not the same, and that hooded eye, as a hooded eye lady, that's not the same eye.
So I'm just saying, it is fine that Andrew is arrested on spreading
Let's just
secrets.
call him Andy at this point.
Andy. Let's call him Handy Andy.
Yeah.
If Handy Andy is going to be arrested for spilling secrets, that's fine. But he also needs to serve time for
you're
whatever
saying in
affiliation
addition
he
to-
has.
Yeah.
They can't just say, okay, we got him because of this. But now I've never been a government official, nor have I been in any sort of like policing. Okay, so I don't know. Maybe they have a grander plan. Maybe this is just how to take the first step.
Well, listen now. We saw a news story today about our former network that you guys, just when you think the gears of justice are grinding slowly and you think it's over, Jason, out of the bottom of the lake once again,
You guys,
crawling up to scare us again
Shop
today.
HQ is now they're suing each other. And we'll get into that. But I will tell you, I once said to somebody, what's it been like around here? Somebody asked me, what's it been like around here at work before we left our former network?
Yeah.
And I said, you know, a haunted house, like you think you're having so much fun, then you turn the corner and you're like, ah! You didn't expect it and you're scared poopless, but you still keep walking. I thought I
had
had
a jump scare
finally exited the haunted house of our former network. And this morning, a bazillion of our friends send us the same article.
Yeah.
That this is what I'm taking from it. You tell me what you think.
Okay.
So our former network, I don't even care about the name anymore.
No.
Because
who can keep track of what it is?
our former network. So I think we've been clear with you guys from 2019 to when it completely dissolved in 2025. There was two different, I would call them leadership teams. Both of them, in my opinion, allegedly, simply from what I observed, were, as Heather Gay would say, unsavory.
Unsavory is a lovely way to say it.
I can't say illegal because I'm not quite sure. I'm also not a lawyer. Surprise. But maybe didn't feel ethical, definitely felt unsavory.
Shades.
Okay.
Shady boots.
In May of 2019, we were still a publicly traded company and a new CEO and basically new board of directors completely took over. And all of the decision makers up top were new. And 2019... By 2020, I had raised my hand and said, I got to get out of here.
When did it go from being a publicly traded company, which has all of the regulations of the stock exchange and all of that, or excuse me, we were on NASDAQ, but
that will come up in a little bit.
Switch?
That will come up in a little bit. Okay. So 2019, they take over. By mid 2020, I realized
you pieced out.
This isn't the right space for me right now.
Yep.
I took a little sabbatical.
Yep.
And at that time, there was, and I'm not even going to say these names out loud because I honestly think all of these people above are they enjoy litigation. Let me say it that way. So there was a vendor who was very popular, did lots of great business there, who was also serving on the board of directors and also had a lot of friends and family who
also
had businesses and whatever. Okay. So long story, I ended up coming back because of a president that I loved who was short-lived there, but what have you.
Who invited you back?
She came and said, hey, please come back. I'm the new president. I really believed in her. I came back. They ended up letting her go, blah, blah, blah. So by June of 2023, this same leadership team, publicly traded company, announces they're going to bankrupt the company. The company has to claim bankruptcy. And so in the bankruptcy filings, there was a lot of discovery there that is public knowledge. I have not read one word. Have you read one word?
Yes.
Okay, you have.
Only because I was involved in another bankruptcy with another company with whom our former network worked.
And can we say out loud, you were owed thousands of dollars?
Thousands?
Like
tens of thousands.
Tens of thousands of dollars. Like they didn't pay Becky tens of thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
So I didn't read anything, but from what my peers had said and other people had said, that in the June 2023 filing, you could see that some of the executives had been bonused in the six figures
while
other people were missing out on tens of thousands of dollars.
That's right.
Well, neither here nor there. We just keep running through that haunted house. And this company
The
goes,
only way out is to go through.
yeah. So in that, one of the vendors was still on the board of directors and still selling their product. So they're selling their product, but they're also benefiting from Shop HQ.
Right.
So to me, it always seemed real backwards.
Like a conflict of interest.
More than. Right. Yes. So when they go to bankruptcy, they think they're being bought by a group that they know well.
That they had set up. So the company's being bankrupt. That's how it appeared.
It appeared as though another company was going to come in, buy us, go private, and they were friends with them. Mm-hmm. So you can deduce whatever you think from that. Out of nowhere, a different company comes in and says, never mind, we're going to buy you.
Right.
They buy us, they go private. We are all thrilled because we feel like we've been liberated.
It was really like, ding dong, the witch is dead.
We felt like we had a new rich dad that was going to solve all of our problems. They came in and were like, we recognize all the issues that have been had. We're going to fix them. We're going to invest in this. And we were like,
it was an exciting time.
And this was now August of 2023.
You are so good at these dates.
Well, when you have been traumatized.
Boy, everything is the other day to me.
August of 20. Well, I did take a little break. And while you were fighting for tens of thousands of dollars, I was at home learning how to make a fried egg. So I had more capacity to remember. So that was fall of 2023. By summer of 2024, I think a lot of us recognized, those promises are probably not going to be. We were all running on a hope and pride in our coworkers. And when I talk about this, it's really leadership. We had the most amazing coworkers. Completely. We had wonderful in-building leaders. We had a lot of smart coworkers.
Hardworking.
This is really a small percentage of who was in charge of the company.
Well, and when you would see leadership changes in the building, even turnover just in that short time, it doesn't instill a lot of confidence.
Correct. And then they were putting people in leadership roles that you would think
suspect.
What now?
Yeah.
How does that work? Mm-hmm. I don't get it.
Right.
So anyway, that then leadership team that we were really excited about that ended up not really doing anything they said they were going to.
Everyone was hoping.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They are the ones who ended up shutting down the company in the spring of 2025.
That's right.
They are still the people behind the Back and Better Than Ever 2.0.
Right. It's changed hands, and the article is all available for everyone. Star Tribune, our local paper here. So it's the group that is now running.
It's the same group that
exactly
put it out of business.
That's right.
So that group is basically suing the previous vice president board of directors.
Yes.
So it is the two former leadership teams going at each other.
Yes. It's like Bill Belichick and who's the owner? Just
totally.
It would hate each other. You can just
it would Kraft.
Yeah, Robert Kraft.
It would be like Robert Kraft and Bill Belichick suing each other.
Yes.
So many people texted that to me and they're like, oh my God, they're going after him. I'm like, but it's kind of like
now what's even going to come of it?
And like between the two of them, I'm like, okay, great. You think he set up bad business for you and whatever, and he stole a company from you. But I'm like, the two of you drove this into the ground.
But that's the
what
thing.
About
I'm over here going, there's so many other, yes, I agree that this is a point of contention, but you're over here going, I got a list of I'm sitting on a stack of things that are,
I'm like that's where you two decide to fight. I'm like, all the hardworking buyers and producers and our vendor partners and previous leaderships who
and P.S. I mean, the fair thing I think that the article drew the connection to is that's not the only business that was, on the struggle bus.
No.
You know what I mean? In this industry, there's so much upheaval and so much struggle that we're going to pick out one reason, one little thing. Right.
Well, I mean, it was kind of a big thing.
It was a big thing.
But it's also like, that's what you prioritize, So anyway, there is litigation around our former network. And
it's just never over.
I'm going to pop the popcorn and watch it go down.
Yeah.
I mean, I did say to Becky, I'm like, listen, if either side needs me to testify against either side,
she's going to Elle Woods her way right in there with her little.
So this is why this guy didn't do well, and this is why that guy didn't do well. And this is why this guy wasn't nice, and that's why this guy was.
He didn't want to admit It's a liposuction, as everybody knows. Your Honor.
You would never have a shower within 24 hours of a perm. And that guy would never know that my Gucci heels were from 3 seasons ago.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. So
but what a day.
That was wild information.
And it is so funny when you think things like that have died down and it's just like, you're kind of watching, like you said, the drama unfold.
Mm-hmm. It is funny. And Becky and I were trying, we can hold a grudge, and we were trying in the year of 2026 not to hold them, but we keep getting dragged back in. I can't help it if I'm going to be subpoenaed.
Well, we've got, what did we have last year was the snake. I mean, we are 3 years ago.
I need to tell you something that I heard about the year of the horse. Are you ready? And
I'm mad at her.
So if you watched our Saturday morning live, Becky's really upset because she thought we were going to be galloping into just raging success in the year of the horse, which started February 17th, 2026. And by the way, I think you're wildly successful, but she thought we were just going to gallop into the sunset and make way. And you've had a tough go.
Well, I mean, it was the start of Lent. It was a new me. I was going to do some discipline things, and I get a call from the ER. My mom has
she's okay though, right?
Oh,
right now?
Totally great. Okay. But I mean, my family has gotten hit with 3 kind of big things.
Yeah.
And it's only, what's this date?
It's February 23rd. It's been a week. But I have something to tell you.
Okay, good. I need
we reserve.
Tell me something good.
Well, it could be good, I think. Okay. And again, we reserve the right to flip on a dime. So we were encouraging everybody to saddle up, giddy up, and gallop with us into a future bright and full. Well, I have now heard through headlines and hearsay that we've been reading the year of the horse wrong.
Oh.
And they say, yes, horses do gallop, but they gallop for a reason and they know when. And there are people who say that maybe the year of the horse is actually watch the horse stay stoic and regal and collect its thoughts and know when to go and when to sit in the stillness.
Ooh, I love this. And they sleep standing up.
That too.
Okay.
Becky sleeps upside down. That's why she looks so young.
Well, wait, now I like that though. I like because when you see them, it's just their beauty. It's their calm.
Elegance, their calm, their regalness, their sophistication. So they're also saying instead of feeling, and Becky and I, we really contributed to this feeling.
Oh, I was ready for it.
We gotta go! Handkerchiefs on! Water bottles on your back.
But this is we were more like racehorses.
If you need to.
When they don't they put something in their ass to get them to go? I mean,
we were we had a whip out.
We were ready.
So
maybe we're not that kind of horse. Maybe it's more
if you feel like this horse might now, you've shed all the layers.
Yes.
You've shed what doesn't serve you. Now sit in your elegance.
I love this.
Sit in your confidence and decide when the appropriate time to take off will be.
Okay.
Does that feel better for you?
Way better.
And nothing sits in elegance quite like you.
Well, I appreciate that.
Speaking of the new year, did anybody also see that there are a lot of, I don't want to call them superstitions. There are a lot of traditions in the Chinese culture around the Chinese New Year that they follow to make the year as productive as possible.
You weren't supposed to wash your hair that day. Mm-hmm. You weren't supposed to clean your house.
Nope.
Because you don't want to clean out any of the...
If you cut your hair, it was cutting away things in your life.
Yeah.
If you were sweeping or clean or mopping, it was washing away good luck.
Yeah.
You weren't supposed to use a knife for anything because that was cutting up what was meant to be for you.
You were supposed to be, if you weren't prepped by Tuesday, just sit that day out.
So how did you handle the Chinese New Year when that came?
I actually did. It's funny because I don't actually follow it. I think it's interesting, but I did kind of, because in my world, Fat Tuesday is, you let her rip because the next day is going to be Lent.
Oh, I didn't know that was Fat Tuesday. Okay, good.
So it all kind of coincides. So I kind of geared up for it, and I thought I followed the rules, and then all hell broke loose. Yeah. And I was like, well, bump that.
So you didn't shower, you didn't wash your hair or clean or anything?
I really did prep for it though. So I was ready by Tuesday.
Okay. Good for you.
Thank you.
Well, I think on the same token, but in a much more hysterical way, 24 hours before the Chinese New Year. Yes. All of a sudden I identify as fully, I've been ingratiated into the Chinese culture for decades.
Following the rules.
Here I am. I'm jumping out of bed I can't cut anything tomorrow.
Nope.
I'm freaking out. I went running in that morning. John had jumped in the shower. I'm like, I forgot to tell him not to wash his hair. And then busting through the shower, like, don't wash your hair, John. Don't wash your hair. And he's like, why? I'm like, it's going to wash away all your bad luck. And that man, he don't play with it. And he's like, I can wash my hair if I want. I'm like, no, you can't. I was like, my hands were up against the door, like crying. I'm like, please don't. You're going to ruin everything. Like I had my face smushed up against the glass. I was like, don't do it. I was telling the kids, I'm like, don't you dare take out the garbage. They're like, amen, sister. Wish you would have told us that years ago.
They did say that. Like if there's a day to be like air quotes lazy, that was the day.
Yeah.
Because we just
I really,
let it happen.
Then James, my youngest, he's only 14.
Yeah.
He held my hand. He's like, I'm going to say this in love, Mom. You have never followed a Chinese tradition a day in your life.
This is true. You know what? I was grasping. I was looking for hope.
Yeah.
I was looking for an
He was
answer.
even like, Mom, what would Jesus say about this?
That's
I'm
a
like,
good point.
You're right.
It's a good point.
But also, don't wash your hair.
Oh, I want it
Can't
both
risk
ways.
any of this luck. I can't risk it.
I was raised Catholic, but I've been in a non-denominational church for, ever.
Yeah.
And I still go back to Lent. So I pick and choose my,
Well, I mean, if I feel as though there's anything I can control that would give me luck and or good fortune, it just went ballistic on these kids. They were,
and we're probably not even doing it right.
no, I'm doing it wrong for sure. For sure. There's nothing I did right.
It's one TikTok that I was like, okay, meal prep has to happen on. Okay, great.
I was like,
10-4.
get your red sweaters clean. Everybody.
Red. That's right.
Put a red t-shirt on. Will's like, Mom, I don't own any red. I'm like, borrow one of mine. Here's a red tank top I wore last year for 4th of July. Put it on. Just wear it under your t-shirt, anything. Like, you got a red hat? Do something, please. Oh, God. I'm like, I'll go to the store if you need me to. Do you want my red leggings? I've got a red yoga legging from 2019. They'll fit you. They're stretchy.
You guys.
I went crazy. Now, this is where else I went crazy.
Okay.
Please don't think we're crazy.
What?
Please don't think we're disgusting. You know we're hygienic, right?
Very clean
You've
house.
been in my house.
Of course.
It does smell sometimes, but that's not my fault.
No.
Okay.
Oh,
This
no.
is so embarrassing.
What?
So I see the Chinese New Year coming about. And we already had said that January is pretty lull for us. It was,
it
was a tough January.
Yeah.
It's still a tough year.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I'm thinking I need to get my house ready.
Yeah.
Now,
Wait, how far ahead are we?
one day.
Oh, one day.
One day.
Yeah. This is a lot riding on this day.
I'm going to say around February 2nd or 3rd.
Okay.
William's buddies were over. He's the 18-year-old. And I had noticed, and they spend a lot of time at our house. They're in our basement a lot.
Yeah.
I have allowed them to have, I would say, quote unquote, a party or two here.
Yeah.
Where it's more than like 15 people.
Okay.
There'll be 20 or 30 kids here. I know them all.
Are you talking about like the after dance thing?
No.
Oh, just on a regular-
We're like,
yeah,
he's
yeah.
like, Mom, all the girls and all the boys want to come over. And I'm like, it's his crew.
Fun.
Yeah. They're great kids. They're wonderful kids. But anyway, I started noticing the first week of Feb, there was a mystery smell in the basement.
Mystery smell.
There was a mystery smell. And I was like,
smell.
yeah, one of these kids did something.
What?
I don't know. So I had
Is
Will.
it biological in nature?
It seems biological.
Okay.
So I tell the boys, first and foremost, I'm crazy. I'll call the cops on you right here, right now, if you don't tell me the truth.
Yeah.
What went on down in that basement? There's a smell. And they're like, we swear, Mrs. Newberg, we didn't do anything. And I could smell it in one section. And I made them all get on their hands and knees.
Come over here and smell this.
And I'm like, smell. And they're like, you're right, there's a smell. And I'm like, did someone accidentally go to the bathroom? Did somebody
And it's not puppy.
throw up? Did somebody, and it wasn't the dog smell. And
Okay.
if it was, she can do no wrong.
No, that's fine. Absolutely fine.
That's welcomed. And I'm like, did one of you like, and
Did they seem nervous?
nope. They're the nicest kids.
Yeah.
And we've always had, and if any of you have ever seen anything different, let me know. But like, they're really good kids.
Yeah, and not we're not like busted. Wait, you have
No,
one-
I'm
you
not
have one
thinking.
hair.
I'm not thinking they like had a raging party and like threw up all over. I'm thinking like I don't know. Maybe somebody
Something spilled. It could be soda.
Yes, I'm
it
like,
could be, yeah.
What went down here?
Yeah.
Did somebody eat too much
Oh, it's
and
CSI.
laughed
It's
and
CSI.
like
You're getting to the bottom of it.
hurled and you guys tried to pick it up or like I don't know. I didn't know what to think, but I'm like, it's clearly their freaking fault.
Yeah.
And they're dead.
Yeah.
They have to figure this out.
Yes.
Well, everybody's
And they
on
have
their
to
hands,
clean it up.
Yeah, everybody's on their hands and knees, and we can't pinpoint where the smell's coming from. And I want to reiterate 900 times, we are a hygienic family.
Yes.
The house is deep cleaned. We wash everything. I really believe in bleach. Like, it's a clean home.
Can I just quickly say the way that this woman washes her berries is really a thing of beauty. There's baking soda involved,
lemon.
You got to. There's a rinse.
Yep.
There's a lot of
and repeat.
Multi-step process.
Yes, we are hygienic. Okay. So I know the Chinese New Year's coming up.
Yes.
And I'm like,
oh, you're not going into the year like that.
I can't go. The traditions I've been following all my life tell me I can't.
TikTok traditions.
The beautiful traditions I just learned about the day before
that are going to affect the next year of her life.
So I'm like, this smell has to be out of the house before,
of course,
I start the new year.
Yes.
Okay. So my husband, who's he's way more adventurous than I'm like, where's the smell coming from? Get down there and start putting your nose in things. And he finds, and our like, we call it the icky room, like the utility room, is organized and clean.
Yeah.
And I have a large black, like yard bag that has all of the boys' like significant stuffed animals in it.
Yeah.
And I have a hoarding problem.
From 1,000 years ago.
But I'm like, it's the ones that like grandma stitched together. Yeah. It's the ones that came home from the hospital together. Yeah. It's the one he took to surgery with him. Like things like that.
Sweet.
And they've all been in a tied up black bag. And I've been just kind of figuring out like, what will I do with these? But I don't want to get rid of them.
Right.
So John comes upstairs and he's like, it's the black bag.
What?
And I'm like, those kids, somebody barfed in that black bag. Somebody like spit in it or poured out a pop in it or something. So the day before the Chinese New Year, for the entire neighborhood to see, this, in my mind, this is how it works. I'm like, we can't open up the bag in the house because I don't want the house to smell worse.
You'll release the house.
We'll release, the smells.
Right.
So I make James and Will. It's about 8:30 a.m. I'm like, take that black bag out to the driveway.
Dump
and I
it
wanted
out.
it on a non-porous situation where we could see everything that came out.
Is there like a bed sheet or
something? And then I could like hose it down or whatever. And I'm like, and
you remember it's 13 degrees here where we live.
So it was because they had Monday and Tuesday off before the Lunar New Year.
Oh, right.
So it's like 8:30 in the morning. I'm like, pick up the bag and go outside. So they're outside. And they're like, it smells so bad. No. And they open the bag.
Why is it so rank?
And and all the stuffed animals start coming out. And there's one stuffed animal that doesn't look right.
What is wrong?
It's a dead, humongous mouse or rat.
No!
It's a dead animal!
What?
And it falls out like it looks like a stuffed animal.
No!
Becky, how long has it been there? Why is it there?
No!
We're a hygienic home. I swear we've never.
This is the one that was missing.
Yes.
How did it eat its way in?
I think it crawled up and in and died because it couldn't get out.
Well, it's the worst thing I've ever heard. Yep. Here we are. We've made it. This is the worst thing I've ever heard.
Outside, it's 15 degrees. They've got a bag of stuff.
It.
There goes Curious George. There goes my Hulk Hogan teddy bear from my 4th grade year. There goes the first Build-A-Bear they ever made. And then comes...
Did they dump it or did they reach?
Nope. They took the ends and they went like this. And they were flopping it around. And a big dead mouse, a corpse, came out with it.
Now, was it still...
I'm screaming. I'm in my bathrobe.
Of course.
On the front stoop screaming.
Oh, damn it.
They're running. Then I'm screaming, rabies, don't touch it. Just like Goonies. Rabies! I'm like, run! Is it alive? It's dead.
But is it... Here's what I'm trying to get at. They decompose. So it could be a skeleton if it's been a long time.
It still had hair.
It did. So this is a recent thing.
So what had happened in around October...
Yes, I remember that.
My son was downstairs, and I'm not going to, this podcast is not about him, but he was down there with another friend.
Yes.
And my husband came downstairs, and they were like sweaty and like they're like, we just saw a squirrel or a mouse or something run by. And we all were like high alert, like trying to find it, put the dog out, all the traps out.
Yes.
For like a week. We're like, you guys were lying. Like there's no animal down here, like nothing. There was no animal. Turns out
safe and sound.
it had run right up and got in, kind of like Punch the Monkey.
Just like
went and found its stuffed animals.
In the closet. Oh,
I know. And so if you are my neighbors, I want to let you know we are safe.
So wait,
my kids are
keep
safe.
The other treasures?
Okay, so then what happened was I made the kids put on big outdoor gloves and they took a snow shovel and they were shoveling like around to get to the dead animal.
Yeah.
And then they put it in a plastic bag. They were like, we'll just throw it in the garbage. I'm like, hell no, it's going to smell. Like our garbage is in our garage, which is attached to our home.
No, it's got to be.
So they put it in a plastic bag and wrapped it up, and it just sat outside in our driveway until the garbage man came.
And then you shovel it up
where
again.
do you put a dead animal? I don't know.
Lord.
And then I made them pick up every stuffed animal.
Yeah.
And we washed them on the sanitization level.
Good.
In the washing machine.
And then again, and again,
then we took them out and they dried outside and I sprayed them down with like that really toxic Lysol spray. And then they had to dry outside and now they're back inside. They're home.
And are they dry? And
they're dry. They smell good.
We got to get them toted up.
No, I know. I got to get them in a tote. But I know it is worst case scenario. And we don't have a mouse problem. What we do have a problem of like the boys will just leave doors open.
That's what it is.
The dog will, run in and out with stuff.
It's just Free Willy.
Yeah.
Now here it's similar to our former network popping up again out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. I went down because I thought we were safe.
In your basement? Recently? My basement?
Yes. Because we were convinced that the crisis
that's
averted.
Right. So when my son had said he saw a rogue rodent in our basement,
I opted out.
I wouldn't go to the basement alone for weeks. No. And we were super afraid. And then we came to the conclusion, setting traps, setting the dog down there.
You did everything you could do.
John is very brave. He took apart everything. And the last time this had happened, they ate through all of our plumbing and we had to get a whole new whatever system that controls your water. So that was very upsetting. So then one time we were doing a live with Sarah Skillroot in our basement and Becky didn't want to go down.
Well, I thought I saw something. You know how when if you're afraid of mice, you'll see
they
them
show up like a mirage. Like a mirage.
Totally. I'm having PTSD and flashbacks.
So when you were down there, it was dead in that bag.
But I'd
like to apologize.
It didn't stink then. I didn't notice any smells.
I didn't. So yeah, it might have been alive in there at that time, trying to get out. And we love all of God's creatures. I just don't want any of the rodents living with me in my house.
I don't break into your house.
Nope,
you don't break into mine.
With them in the trees, they don't need to live in the basement by my wrapping paper.
That is the agreement we make.
Yeah, it is. It is. So RIP to that sad animal.
What a development.
I know. And
I just love your neighbors, the show that you are putting on.
Mine.
Because you're screaming, I'm guessing at the top of your lungs.
I'm screaming.
Scared to death.
It's a mouse! Run! Rabies! And then Will comes out with a shovel above his head. And James is like trying to pick up his favorite stuffed animal. I'm in a robe. It's maybe 15 degrees. It might have been warmer that week, actually. That might have been one of our heat waves where it got up to like 30 or something. I'm screaming. It's 8:30 in the morning.
Oh.
Yeah, my neighbors. I did drop off cookies for all of them the other day. They probably didn't eat them after they think we house rodents. They were probably like, burn these. It's been a tough go here in Minneapolis. The other day I made cookies for everybody.
That was nice.
Also because we have, teenagers coming in and out at midnight and,
she's trying to buy them off.
Women in bathrobes screaming rabies.
That's actually really kind. What a nice idea.
So I dropped off cookies for everybody.
My neighbor does it with dog treats. She makes homemade dog treats and then she delivers them to all the doggy houses.
So I hope you guys don't think we're gross.
Erin, that is a great story. It is a shocking one. Scary.
I know.
What a roller coaster we've had today.
Yeah. So now I don't know what we're going to do when summer rolls around. Like the boys, I got to put like zappers on them or something because they'll just walk out and leave a door wide. Or their friends will come over and like forget to shut the door all the way.
That's it.
And I walk downstairs, I feel a draft and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah.
The door's open. You've seen what my yard, if you follow me on Instagram, we have turkeys. What if a turkey wanders in?
Did you see the video of the UPS guy getting chased by the turkeys?
No less than 65 people sent that to me.
And do yourselves a favor, guys. It is so funny.
I almost reached out to him and said, would you like to start a support group? Because you guys all laugh, but the fear because for those of us who have been imprinted on by the turkey culture or the turkey community, you don't know what it's like.
And you don't have to you did try to get to your job. You couldn't leave some days. He's just trying to deliver packages.
So a UPS man is trying to deliver packages, and not only are the turkeys following him, they're chasing him.
They are active.
But he takes off running and then runs back, and they follow. And I know what that feels like because they used to come and try to get into the garage,
Yes.
and I would even honk at them, and they wouldn't back up.
Unfazed.
They would come closer, or like they would try to pound their little beaks into. Our basement has, in Minnesota, we have basements and a lot of them are totally underground.
Yeah.
Our basement's like halfway underground so you can still see out. So we're ground level. They would come and pound and I would like whip those stuffed animals at them and they wouldn't back up. They'd be like,
They
oh
are
yeah.
unfazed. They really were.
But there's a certain group of us that they imprint on because I've watched them run from others. Not us.
No.
They imprint on us.
Oh.
So that UPS man and I, we really need to start a support group. Oh, by the way, we have a few more things we got to run down real quick. Okay. No, that's it. Do you have anything else you need to talk about?
Gosh, I think that's plenty.
Have you had any rodents in your house recently?
No, we've been rodent free. We did when we did foam insulation.
Yeah.
That kept everybody at bay.
Yeah, I don't think we've had any get in through the house. I think we've welcomed them in. We've
There's a little
opened the
mat.
door.
So happy you're here.
And said, so happy you're here, little rodents. One of you, unfortunately, is going to be captured and experience the dangers.
We had a chipmunk problem when we first moved into our house, and we realized that the woman who lived there had no fewer than 5 bird feeders, and she was feeding the birds. But what she was also doing is creating a beautiful buffet.
Yes.
For the chipmunks.
Do you know I used to think it was buffet?
Buffet? Yeah. Buffet.
Let's go to the buffet. Yeah, the bird feeders can really get you. I keep mine further in the back, the bird feeders. I have one that my girlfriend's late father had made us.
Oh, I love it.
And I love it. And every time I look out, I think of him. But
Isn't
it's
that
far away from the house. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Well, listen, we know there's a lot of heavy things going on in the world, heavier than ever.
Yeah.
Keep you up at night. So we hope that this has been a nice break from reality.
That's our plan.
And I want to reiterate, everything we say is just headlines and hearsay.
And we reserve the right to flip on a dime.
We reserve the right to change our mind immediately. In fact, today. Anything we said about our former network is alleged.
Well, honest to heaven. I mean, right?
Even though they're actual facts that we experienced ourselves, I'll still say alleged.
Sue. Watch out. Watch out, everybody.
Those two are ready to sue. And not us. All right. We are just ready to be here for a good giggle.
Again, a couple of ladies.
Just a couple of ladies having a good time. And if you ever have gotten off the phone with your girlfriend and said, I don't know what just happened, but I feel better, we hope that's how you feel right now.
Absolutely. Thank you for being here.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Please go into this week with the confidence of the Countess.
Absolutely.
The delusional confidence of the Countess.
Yes.
Please go with a good giggle. Please like and follow.
And find that button, that little bell button on YouTube.
Yes. And tell everybody how to follow along with us.
So you can go to So Happy You're Here podcast on YouTube. You can go to So Happy You're Here podcast on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. And then remember, we do fashion on Saturday mornings as well.
Yes, we have resort looks coming up this Saturday.
Exciting.
So we're excited to talk about that. And you don't have to shop. You can just be there to visit with us.
One of the comments said, what is the purpose of this?
Yeah. And we're like, you tell us. Beats me.
What a deep question.
Yeah.
We'll get on that. We'll get to thinking.
As soon as you know, let us know. It's just good girl. We need good girlfriends now more than ever.
That's it.
Okay. We love you so much. Go Team USA.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here. So happy you're here. Bye, everybody. If you want to move better, if you want to feel better, if you want to perform better, and who doesn't, you've got to check out Daily Fascia. Daily Fascia is one of our original supporters. It is brought to you by Erin Teets. And what she does is she helps relieve aches and pains with fascia-focused activations. She is a best-selling DailyOM course creator who does personalized sessions that help you feel your absolute best. You can check her out on Instagram, Patreon, or YouTube. And when you do, use the code HAPPY20 to let her know that we sent you and to get a special discount exclusive to our listeners. You guys, do us a huge favor, please. Will you like this podcast, share it, or subscribe? Because that helps, right, Bex?
It'll help us a ton.
It will. And I don't know if we've helped you, but if you don't mind helping us, that'd be great.
Fair's fair.
Love you.